What's good, fellow CEOs? Welcome to the Irony of Gaming. And today we're going to be starting up the new season of the Great Expedition. So far we've ended up beating two of them so far, the season 1 and season 2. So this one should be the season 3, or I guess season 2 in this one. I guess like the first one was probably like a beta version of it, and then the next one it probably was like a season 1. And then this one it's like a season 2. But I mean, technically, this is the third time that this has showed up. So yeah, let's see how difficult this one's gonna be. The last two was pretty challenging, so now I'm hearing that there's like, you know, in the patch notes and whatnot, there's like a bit of changes here and there, and some new things that can happen. I think there's like unique gear that, like unique awaken gear that can like come across, that you can come across within the Great Expedition, that you can use on that temporary awaken unit. So yeah, let's see what happens. Oh man, it looks like they expanded this a little bit more, or it might be the same from the last time we did this. Alright, so we're gonna go here. We're gonna see what this event is about. See if we can get lucky, because this can be an RNG sometimes. Acquire a random low grade or a SR artifact. Yeah, we can risk taking a bit of damage. I don't mind. What we get? Upon ally deployment, seal skill for 15 seconds. Huh. I don't know if I like that. Because this will seal our skills for at least 15 seconds, but it does give us a lot of attack power and attack speed while the seal skill lasts. This is like a double-edged sword. I don't know if this is gonna go well, like when fighting bosses, because there is a chance that they can just straight up destroy us, unless we, you know, we have some type of alternative. But we'll see what happens. Okay, so of course it's always gonna be like the same type of units here and there. I don't think they give us anything. Yeah, they don't give us really nothing. So we could go like full auto on this one. I'd be right back though. I gotta get something to drink. Oh, look at this. So we get a reroll of 10. I don't know if we ever had that much before. That many. Okay, so what is this? Ally Leader's Defense. Okay. Apply Striker. Ooh. Striker anti-ground damage. This one does attack of 35% though. I think it's trying to tell us something. All enemy units damage take. Ooh, yeah, we're definitely choosing that. I want that. So hopefully we get some good RNG and getting a really good employee. Ooh, the striker roll. Okay, so we get a striker roll. We got Ingrid. Okay, not the best, not gonna lie, but unless we could just use her for distractions and whatnot. But we definitely need to get a SSR or a decent SR as soon as possible. Otherwise, this is going to be a pretty short run. So because Ingrid is here, I'm just gonna cause a distraction a little bit and do that. Yeah, I may have to go manual just because Ingrid's here. Ally units barriers, that could help. Damage taken. But we do get an HP. Nah. I don't wanna I want to avoid all the damage taken stuff. Because that'll just be a quick death for our allies. What we will do is do crit. I want to do enough crit to try and get down the bosses to see if we can kill them a lot quicker. But this doesn't look too well because the route that we took, we're missing a lot of events. So this is going to hurt us in the long run. Okay, now this is good. This is really good because we got Seal. We're gonna use Seal for the reflections on this. Now what I am going to do though is we have a defender here. I'm gonna have to replace a sniper for this. I'm gonna use Ingrid as the distraction so that first off we're gonna make her a leader. But we're gonna use Ingrid as a distraction to soak up all of the enemy's special attacks. And then Seal will have some time to deal with the situation. Alright. This might go really well for Seal, as long as she stays leader. Anti-ground damage, that's a good one too. For resistance. I want to give her evasion, but I'm worried that the boss may have like so much of a high hit percentage that it would just render this useless. So we're gonna do the ground damage resistance. Ooh, okay, this is gonna be a tough one just because it's snipers. Yeah, see, that's gonna be tough. But we got Seal, so that's gonna be fine. And Seal has the ground damage resistance, so we should be able to be fine for this. But we really need a good ranger and a good to really make this situation better. Alright, let's see what we get. Oh, we do get a nice deployment. Oh, this is a better one right here. Wow, that's really good. That'll at least give us enough time to really, you know, be able to do deployments for when the situation gets really crazy.
저격
But see, we got another issue here because eventually we're gonna have to get a better ship. Allied defender and strikers skill haste. Ooh. Oh wow. But ally rangers and snipers attacks becomes 30% negative. Yikes. I'm gonna avoid that with a 10-foot pole because defenders and strikers, if it had said like maybe a supporter role was in this and or maybe a ranger or a sniper, I would take this. And even if they did like a negative 30% on defenders and maybe even strikers, I can take the hit on that. But instead, we're gonna do high attack because I think where this one is, it may have something to do with high attack. So we may need to have high attack so we can kill the enemy as quick as possible. So that's what I'm gonna seek to do. Okay, so we have an anomaly. Right now, we're gonna just upgrade our level. So that's what we're gonna do. Gonna upgrade the level a little bit, and hold on, how far can we go with this? Who's the boss in this? Okay, so we got a bunch of strikers and whatnot. This guy's gonna be the headhunter is gonna be a very big problem. All right, so we're gonna go with this for the defenders, and then we're gonna see what we can get with that event. But everybody's now 110, so we should be able to get through this. But I would like another SSR. I would love to get another SSR so we can really ensure the victory. At least in this first part. We may go the barrier route. Yeah, we're gonna go the barrier route. Oh, that's gonna be a tricky one right there with the snipers. What are we gonna do? Acquire an operator? Yeah, let's get an operator. Let's see what we can get. Yeah, I forget what Lime does. What does she do? She grants damage taken amp to all enemies. Okay. Range defense resistance. Okay. We would have to add a sniper to this though. I'm gonna take Ingrid out because she's not going to be much help in this type of situation. So what I will do though is I'm gonna use this guy here, put her here and there, and we should be okay for now against this. But the sniper is gonna be soaking up all the tank is gonna soak up all the damage, the defender. Oh yeah, I already see this problem. I know what they're gonna do. Yeah, they're really gonna use those Abrams to really do damage. I think that's what ended up happening last time. But we'll see what happens. Oh, okay, so we could get Casey Benz, or we can get Roy Burnett. Now, Roy Burnett did get a few buffs here and there. But Casey Benz is a pretty good tank. However, I don't think this is the rearmed version. Yeah, this is not a rearmed version because this is like 5. So this is regular Casey Benz. You know what? I'm gonna try something out. We're gonna try Roy Burnett. We're gonna try this out. and he's going to be our new. He's gonna be our new tank. I could have sworn that he was a cost 4 at one point. Unless did they change it? They must have changed it. I don't remember. What do you guys think? Alright, so let's see if we can get through these snipers again. We're taking some damage on the ship.
내 가능성을 여기에 걸겠어. 매너를 알려주지.
대응 준비를 갖췄습니다.
방해하지 마.
적들이 물러나고 있어요. 그대는 계속 전진 지시를 기다려. 놀라운 성과예요.
Oh, that's pretty good. We're gonna use her. All right, so we're gonna get her involved in this. Yeah, that'll do nicely. Okay, so we're gonna get another one. Oh, anti-ground. Okay, because there's an anti-ground defense of 20% right here, we're gonna choose her. I mean, we don't have a mech, but that's okay. She'll do nicely for us. All right, let's see how good they'll be with this.
이륙하세요.
저격 지점 확보.
틀렸어. 영광지 영역. 진가를 보여주죠. 틀렸어. 사람들이 기다려요.
이것이 내 검의 크기. 영판.
느리게 놀라지 마시오. 사람들이 기다려요. 질살게 강화하세요. 진가를 보여주죠. 힘이 된다. 사람들이 기다려요. 그대의 내게 끊고 신의 보인다.
낙화.
어릴 적부터 배는 재주는 없었어. 힘이 된다.
명보신을 베풀어.
다시
일수.
출발합니다.
Not bad. But we do need to have more damage, though. Rangers. I get the feeling like we are going to need Rangers. Especially with the HP and stuff, so we're gonna select that one. Okay, so there's a lot of events right here. We're gonna try and go the middle route. Oh yeah, that's a lot. Holy shit. I'm gonna take the risk with the sniper, and we'll see what happens here. But who is the next boss? Okay, so it's Orochi. Okay, I think we can manage on this if things go smoothly. But we all know that, you know, that tends to not happen all the time. So we're gonna go down this route right here. Okay, so we have a chance to go to 120, but we're not gonna do that. Instead, we're gonna switch our ship, and we're gonna try and get the Enterprise this time. What I am going to do, though, we're gonna use the Abram, and then we'll see what happens here. Hopefully we can last. Hopefully this team can last long enough for us to get what we need.
무고한 피가
어릴 적부터
Yeah, see, this is why I need a stronger ranger or somebody who could do a lot of more DPS. Because Seal, she's strong, but she's gonna have some trouble doing this by herself. Eventually. Oh, now they're lowering her attack speed.
모두가 지쳐요. 사람들이 기다려요. 우린 할 수 있어요.
무고한 피가 흐르는 것.
진가를 보여주죠. 서둘러야겠는데요.
Alright, so that's the first sign of trouble because we broke the threshold, which we don't want that to happen. We're gonna use Shinja. So that's a pretty good one. Oh, you know what we could do too? No, you know what? Yeah, we'll stick with Shinja. Okay, so now we can finally replace the regular ones, and use Shinja. Alright, so this is gonna be... I think we'll be fine here.
장비 빠뜨리지 마세요.
그 역량을 가져보시오.
See, another issue is that randomizer that we ended up getting, that ended up really doing some real harm to us because, remember, it blocks our skills for 15 seconds. A lot can happen within 15 seconds. So we need somebody who could draw in a lot of attention. So I'm hoping to find something that could maybe, you know, negate that. Because if I can't negate it, then, you know, that starts to become a problem. Ooh, Alex. Guys, you know that I'm probably going to select Alex. Now, the logical choice, it would be that I should choose Ainz or Neil. But we're going to choose Alex. Because waifu. And we're putting her in this. So we're not going to need snipers right now. See, when it comes to stuff like this, that sucks, man. That gave us no benefit whatsoever. And I think we just took more damage, or they just healed us. Yeah, we can go this route. It's fine. Alright, let's choose this one. What do we get? Oh, we gotta fight. Goddamn.
이 함선엔 흠집 하나 못 낼 거예요.
Oh no, it's the Rhino too?
남겨줄 거예요.
Yikes. Oh boy. Alright.
진가를 보여주죠.
Okay, that wasn't bad. You know, she drew most of the attention on here. Away. Oh boy, we gotta do it again. Wait, did we even get anything out of that? We did. Ooh, okay. We can use this unit. Oh man. I don't want to replace Alex, but we gotta add her in there. This will work nicely because she can show up and take on a lot of damage when we need to.
이 함선엔 흠집 하나 못 낼 거예요. 이륙하세요.
명탈. 물러서시죠. 어릴 적부터 그대의 맥을 끊겠어.
사람들이 기다려요.
명보신
우린 할 수 있어요. 사람들이 기다려.
영경지수 영경 그대의 자격을
We still need a bit more DPS, so I'm hoping we can get some buffs or something, because that really screwed us. Okay, so I kind of want to re-roll. Oh, yes. Okay, so we got Titan. We are going to use that. So what we're going to do now, we're going to replace her with Titan. This is going to get a little tougher though, because I'm hoping that she can take enough damage where it doesn't become a problem, but we'll see. Okay, so we recover some stuff for the ship. It's not bad. But I do want to get more buffs of artifacts. Okay, so we can switch a ship. So we can replace the ship or upgrade the rarity. So we can do that now, and we're going to use the Enterprise this time. Perfect. You receive an emergency distress signal and hurry to the coordinates, but instead of anyone waiting for rescue... Oh! Whoa! Okay, Whoa, that's crazy. Hold on. But instead of anyone waiting for rescue, only dangerous COs swarm the area. Startled, you and your squad search the surroundings and find a teddy bear lying on the ground. But as you realize, it's an Eternium resonance pulse generator, of course. Who else? None other than Seo Yoon to do that. A familiar voice calls out from atop a nearby hill. Yo, this is really good that they're doing this. I like this. I'm liking this. Oh my, I wonder which fool took the bait. Turns out it's you, boss. Okay. No matter how ruthless I may be, I would never use you as bait. Okay. However, I will share part of my rewards with you. So how about we deal with these CLs together? You definitely got it. But you know what's crazy? I really do hope that you join the team. Oh, hell yeah. We got her. Okay. So this is going to change some things. I want to keep Titan. Titan is going to help out a lot. But we are going to replace him with Seo Yoon instead. Thing is, Seo Yoon... How am I going to go about this? We're going to make her a leader. This is going to be really expensive. This is going to be really, really expensive. But if we can get her out on the field and they can last long enough, Seo Yoon can show up and then she increases the speed more. However, this Titan here, we could really do some good shit with this. they can do some really good damage. I'm really on the fence about this. She's good, Shinja, and we could really use the, you know, a little bit of the buff, especially with the attack speed and whatnot, but I don't know. I'm on the fence about this. Yeah, I'm really on the fence about this. I mean, it could be like one or the other too, right? Where oh man, alright, we can take the risk. We can take the risk and do this. I'm just hoping that they're strong enough to take the take the punishment. What's this? Ooh, acquire artifact, okay. What does that do? Class, okay. What does that do? Allied defenders. And oh my god, that's the worst thing that could happen. That is the worst thing. See, that's one of the things that I don't like about the randomizer thing, where it's like sometimes you have no choice but to take that. That could screw us completely. It's bad enough that, I mean, now here's another thing, right? Yeah, they will be doing at least 200% attack because of this whole thing right here, but man, that is like, you know, it's not really good. Because now what has to happen, I have to do this. I would have to use this and then use Seo Yoon and then have to use her on here. Oh man, yeah, this is gonna be really dicey. This is gonna be a real messed up situation, especially if they're they get stronger. Yeah, this is gonna be a problem.
그 역량을 가늠해보죠.
최대 출력으로 하늘은 안 남겨줄 것. 한방 머리로
귀두로 그대
최대 출.
안 틀렸어. 귀두로
질설계. 우리 할 수 있어.
But we're definitely gonna need an awaken for this. Like, oh man, this is gonna be a problem. Ooh, okay, we got Levia. Whoa, okay, hold on, wait a second. Now we can have two people who do deflection damage, and I get this really strange feeling that we may need this to happen. So from here on out, I'm gonna have to, I may have to go manual. I may have to go manual with this because I have to time this
이
out
함선엔 흠집 하나 못 낼 거예요.
as perfectly as I can.
두고 볼 순 없겠군.
감당할 수 있냐? 볼까? 진가를 보여줘. 하늘은 안 남겨줄 거예요.
Yeah, you see how much damage that they're doing when they do things like that? So now we're gonna use Levia. But it's thanks to the barrier buff that we got that Seal can survive a little longer.
다시 출발합니다.
But yeah, this is definitely gonna be a tricky one. Oh my god, they got Ministra. Oh man, they're really doing some tempting stuff right now. we could use Ministra to replace Levia, and then in a way we could try and use. Oh my god, that's gonna be so risky though. But we can use Spira to really, you know, distract them a little bit. I might regret this. But and then Levia, we could really help out with that with our perfect evasion. I know this is probably gonna be a bad idea. This is really gonna be a bad idea. I just know it. I mean, it will give us a nice debuff, but like, you know, debuff in the enemy, but we gotta try it. Let's see what happens. Because honestly, if we were gonna get only one awaken, maybe it's, you know, we could probably just do enough with just one, but you know, it is what it is. Let's see, what's this? Let's see if we can get a better operator. Oh yeah, this will be good. AoE damage reduction. I'm okay with this. Grants attack to all allies for at least 8 seconds. I mean, that's not really enough, really, but it could give us a nice way of fighting back. It would be risky though, just because because that's a 7 cost. That would be a 7 cost. And then it would take us a minute to try and get that up there, but we could get Ministra out there, and Ministra could actually do something about this. Ah man, but over ground, decreased ground damage resist. Nah, I think we're gonna keep this. We're gonna keep what we have right now. Jesus, this is gonna be.
이 함선엔
This is gonna be risky.
흠집 하나 못 낼 거예요.
This will definitely be risky.
무고한 피가 흐르는 걸 막아야겠지.
얼터그레시브 모드 활성화.
But you see how damaging that can be with the 15-second not being able to use a skill.
그들은 안 남는 거예요.
It's very harmful to us.
최대 출력으로. 우리 다시 하자.
Okay.
다시 출발합니다.
Not bad. So far, so good. Oh my god, guys. Oh my god. This is a ridiculous lineup. This is a crazy lineup. Oh my god. I'm tempted to get Nayuban. Very tempted. But we could get Kieran over here as well. And even Eve. Solavi is not bad either. Because if the boss is becoming a lot more, like a lot tougher within the zones, we could use Solavi to, you know, as the, where she makes it a lot easier to do damage. And not only that, but she is a pretty good choice when it comes down to, what's it called, she's a pretty good choice when it comes down to like other rangers. And we do have Seo Yoon. But we would have to make absolutely sure that we can survive this. That Seal and I forgot her name already. Like our defender. We gotta make sure our defender and Seal survive long enough for it to happen. Because at that rate, Seo Yoon would just be able to gun them down with no problems. Now what we could do is we could use Kieran, and Kieran could, you know, at least do some stunning, which I think the stunning would be perfect or whatnot. Now we could do a reroll and see if we could get Queen, because if we can get Queen, that would be something too. We're gonna risk it. Let's see if we can get Queen. If Queen is even available on this. Oh, we got Shepherd. I don't want to risk that though because the cost is really high. But we do got Mordred. That's a pretty good one. We can do something with that. But let's see if we can get. Let's see if replace a Queen's. Oh, Mafka. And we got Yumina over here. Another Ministra. Jesus. Let's see what else we get. Amy. Okay, but Jake is here. We can actually do something with this because we can make them more we can make them less likely to die, and that could go well. But then again, too, you know, they can dish out a lot of damage to us, which is what I'm afraid of. But we could use Nanahara Shifuyu to basically, you know, survive long enough so that we can build up our cost again. That could work. We could even use Corinne Wong to set in the, you know, the barriers, and that could buy enough time. This is tough. This is really, really tough. I don't know. I don't know, guys. But then again, too, with Surya, if they do a lot higher damage, Surya could immediately get killed. However, Nanahara Shifuyu, she can basically, you know, survive the damage just a little longer. Oh, man. I don't know. Let's see what else we can get. Oh, we got a Sclacia. Okay, we got Alice. Now, if we want, we could do some really high grade damage with Alice, but we may need a, you know, another tank to help us, which is Sclacia could be helpful in this. Because actually, you know what? Sclacia could technically buy us some time. However, it would be very tricky because the DPS level on that. Oh yeah, and +2, we got that stupid 15-second thing on there too. So, oh my god, that sucks, man. Let's see what else we get. Yeah, we got Queen. Okay, we're gonna get Queen. It's full already. Okay, so we'll get a replacement. We'll just replace the one of the nobodies. Yeah, we'll do that. Replace them. All right, so we got Queen, right? So we're gonna replace her with Queen. Like Seal's gonna be really good for this, and you know, Hayami. I'm hoping that Hayami could survive this, but oh man, this will be tricky. All right, who's the boss in this one? Replacer King. Okay, so we got Replacer King on this. So what we're gonna do, I want to increase the level of the ship because it's only a level 100. But I do also want to see if I can increase the employee levels. Oh, Hilde! You wander through a faint fog and discover a mirror beyond it. You see the figure of a girl carrying a heavy burden. A girl carrying a burden so heavy it would be understandable if she chose to run away at any moment, and yet she continues to look forward with the eyes of a warrior. She never looks back. If only you could give her even a small push forward. Perhaps you could lend her your strength. Oh, it requires Hilde, so we don't have her. So it's nothing we could do. Okay, so let's see how this goes. Because I have to go. I gotta go manually with this.
장비 빠뜨리지 마세요.
Shit, it's gonna.
그 영역을
Okay,
가는
and then
것이
we'll do that.
감당할 수 있냐? 볼까? 이륙하세요. 자,
단풍 그 영역을
Like the way that they're doing all this damage to us, we gotta use. We gotta keep them right here.
미스틸 킹.
Sail unit is the only way that can really do something about this. Yeah, I couldn't summon
큰일 날
Queen.
뻔했다.
Okay, that was a close one. So upon leader, oh yes, we can use that. We can use that. Upon deployment, immune to damage for 5 seconds. That'll at least give us 10 seconds to do something. 10 seconds to do something about this. So we can summon Seal, and she'll be immune for at least 5 seconds, and that'll at least give us enough time to get this unit out on the field. Oh yes, okay, so now we're 120 now. Okay, so now we could do something about this. Rescue a survivor. I'm gonna stay with the team that I got right now. I think we could do this. I think we got this. So we're gonna acquire the lost article. And I think that's like a... That's basically a artifact, right? I think it's this one. Ally sniper roll advantage damage. Ooh, advantage damage. That means Queen could do a lot of damage with that. Okay, so let's see what happens. This is gonna be another tough one right here, but it should be a little bit different now because you know we got
두고 보지
we have 120 now, so this could change things a little bit.
하늘은 안 남겨줄 거야.
Okay, let's see what happens if we can bring Queen out. Yeah, like we're working at a really big disadvantage, guys. So this is gonna be really tough. Because even like the units that do show up, it still takes them at least 15 seconds. This happens every time. Every time they get redeployed, so it's... I'm surprised that we're even getting this far, just because of that artifact. Okay, skill haste, no, that's not a good idea. The leader can get about ground damage of 10%. I'm tempted to do this. I'm really tempted to do this, only because since we have the one that's immune for 5 seconds, right? We technically could use this to give that to Seo Yoon, and Seo Yoon could just straight up annihilate them. However, we're gonna do this instead. The ally anti-ground damage resistance for an extra 15%. This is going to at least allow her to survive a little longer. So now we're facing like strikers and snipers on here too, but I think we got this.
장비 빠뜨리지 마세요.
두고 볼 순 없겠다.
감당할 수 있냐? 볼까? 최대 출력은 하늘은 안 남겨줄 거예요.
그 영웅
We just gotta have Seo Yoon build up her power, and we should be fine.
틀렸어.
우린 할 수 있어요.
Okay.
큰일 날 뻔했다.
So far, so good, but we're not out of the woods yet. Yeah, this is some nice looking use. We'll get blue rose, black rose. We can replace these guys. Oh fuck. Okay, this is an interesting one because we might have some problems with this. These are a lot of rangers, and we're at a disadvantage right now.
장비 빠뜨리지 마세요.
Oh wow, they placed it right in front of us. Now that's cold.
그 영웅을
Because we're gonna keep taking damage.
제공.
Oh yeah, we definitely gotta take care of this before it's too late. Let's see if I can get Queen out there and do as much damage as possible.
어릴 적부터
Man, they are so petty. They are so petty. Oh my god, that is crazy. Okay, the ground defense. We might need to do this or make the leader a lot faster. I think we should probably make the leader faster. Oh, ground unit defense though. We're gonna do this. Especially since King is here and he is a ground unit. So, oh man, we still got a ways to go. The ranger thing on this, I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. I want to go with the striker. Oh man, this is so bad. Okay, at least we'll have a striker right there, but damn man, this is cutting it close.
장비 빠뜨리지 마세요.
Alright, so we're gonna put her here.
두고 볼 순 없겠군.
Gonna have Seo Yoon build up as much power as possible, and then we're gonna put Seal in there. Oh, they still putting units on there? Oh man, that is so petty.
그대로
하늘은 안 남겨줄 거예요.
Come on, Seal.
그 영웅
인사해.
Nope. We're gonna have to fight Queen first. Oh man, guys, we're gonna be taking a lot of damage. Ally Ranger HP loss per second, but the attack, man, as per HP loss is a plus. It would make us stronger, but no, that is such a bad idea. Oh, units HP, yes, I want to get their HP up by a lot. I want to do the crit damage, but the HP, I want them to live longer. Because after what they just did to her is madness. What they just did. Alright, so
그대를 암살하겠어.
alright, we'll do that. She's gonna survive for 5 seconds at least because she is the leader.
물러서시지.
하늘은 안 남겨줄 거예요. 최대
두고 보지.
틀렸어. 최대
Okay, I think we can summon Queen.
어릴 적부터
질살. 우린 할수
가소롭다.
Okay.
큰일 날 뻔했다.
Okay, so we got the hard part out. Striker's crit damage and attack speed. That's a really good one. Okay, the unit attack. That's what I want. Although I do want this as well, but I want them to be a little bit weaker just so it could buy us a little bit more time to do what we need to do. Alright, so we're gonna get this down here and... Alright, let's see what happens.
이 함선엔
Just,
흠집 하나
it's,
못
it's,
낼
good, it's always
거예요.
good to make them just a little bit weaker.
물러서시죠.
Oh man, they got those guys again. Oh, that sucks.
최대 출력으로
많이 자극하는
화면을 안 남겨줄 거예요.
We at least get the debuffs off of us and whatnot.
안심하지. 일사 틀려서.
최대
틀렸어.
Alright, so we're gonna summon Queen real
서서히
quick.
집행하겠다.
And I'm hoping we can do a lot of damage here before they start really doing like damaging us. Okay, cool.
큰일 날 뻔했다.
Oh man, we're like at half HP, guys. This is getting crazy. Okay, so what's this? Sniper anti-damage. What's this? Ally resource gain for 5%. Inflicts stun on on the enemy for 2 seconds. Upon wait. Ally deployment resource. Okay, we get that. Upon enemy deployment. Okay. Inflicts stun on enemies for 2 seconds. But every time they summon it, it increases our wait a minute. Upon enemy deployment. But it inflicts stun on the enemy for 2 seconds. I think that isn't it like a double-edged sword right there? Or is it supposed to be negative? I don't know about this. I mean, yeah, it will stun the enemies for at least 2 seconds. So that'll at least give about, you know, it, and the one who's the leader is the one that doesn't take damage for 5 seconds. Damage them for about 2 seconds. I guess you could say that's like 7 seconds of that, which means that we need about 8 more seconds for them to get their stuff together. That could help out theoretically, but you saw how fast the enemy kept spawning though. You know what? No, I'm gonna make the leader even faster. We're gonna make her even faster. Okay, so how are we gonna do this? We're gonna go with the striker because I want to take the strikers out. I don't want nothing to do with the rangers. Oh, replace the current ship with the yes. We're gonna use the Enterprise and we're gonna get our HP back up. Nice. Do we get 110 for that? No, we don't. Alright, so let's go up here. Rescue or survive? Nah, I'd rather get a lost article. So this is a striker artifact. There it is. Oh no, man. Seriously? We still get that? Even when we avoided it? Yo, this is bad. Like, we're working at such a big disadvantage. This is like a high risk, high reward. Defense as per HP loss is 100% though. So it is going to make her a lot harder to kill. But her HP is going to keep getting lost on that. That is bad. Alright, let's see what happens. I'm not happy about that. But at least it's with the striker, you know?
흠집 하나 못 낼 거예요.
But I'm not happy about that.
그 영향을 감내해줘.
얼터그레시브 모드. 최대 출력으로 이륙하세요. 흠착.
일사.
Okay, we got summon Queen.
동시 세트. 다시
Okay,
출발합니다.
okay. Not bad. Not bad. I may do the defense, actually. The defense may be very important for this. So that's what we're gonna do. Everybody's gonna have stronger defense. Please don't screw us over on this, please. Replace your ship with a higher rarity. Sure, we can do it again with third time. Alright, so we got Replacer King. Let's see what happens here. I think we got this, but we'll see what happens.
장비 빠뜨리지 마세요.
물러서시죠. 감당할
We gotta be really quick on this because Replacer King is not the individual to mess around with.
하늘은 안 남겨줄 거예요.
거두겠습니다.
I am gonna have to summon Queen for this.
최대
Oh, she got HP back a little bit. I saw that.
렉터를 써가.
예절을 가르쳐.
진가를 보여주죠.
Okay, so let's see if we can get a lot more attack on this. Uh-oh, here comes King again. Alright, Queen's got a special. Okay, doing good so far.
필살기 강화. 사람들이 기다려요.
예절 기대인의
우린 할수
어릴 적부터
Alright, not bad, not bad. Okay,
출발합니다.
nice, nice. Oh, that was it.
이걸로
Guys,
오늘치 봉사 시간은 채웠구려.
first try. First try, no buffs. No enhancements. First try. That is awesome. But what is this? Continue to corrupted area. What's that? Okay, so this must be the new thing, right? So who are we fighting here? Okay. Oh, this must be the thing where they said before, where you get like there's a like an extra boss that you gotta beat after you beat it. All right, let's see what happens. So replace your ship with a new one. Reach toward the moving silhouette. Acquire a new employee. Reach towards the glimmering object. Acquire a random artifact. I don't know if it's gonna. It may screw us over. High risk, high reward, right, guys? Striker charge 1. What's that do? What's that do? Oh, wait. Sorry. It says strike. Oh, there it is. Oh, okay. Plus 5%. And okay, not bad. Not bad. All right, let's see what we get. Let's see what's happening here. Let's see if we can do this.
이 함선엔 흠집 하나 못 낼 거예요.
그 영향을 가누보죠.
얼타들의 시동을 활성화. 진가를 보여주죠. 이를 타세요.
Oh, is this one of those things where
소명을 집행하겠다.
like it just depends on what happens or how many we kill before we fall?
보여주죠.
Oh, this is the case. Let's just do that. Straight up. Let's see how many we can kill. 3,000.
아름답게 사라질
Or at least that's points. But it's ain't kills though.
이것이 내 겁.
세컨대를 위해
나
인사해. 아름답게
Let's see how long you can last, guys.
사람들이 기다려요.
Oh man, they're getting stronger.
예절을 나 흑살에는 저긴 그대 일상
Okay.
예절을 가르쳐 천지 영감
Hold the line, guys. Hold the line. Time's almost out. Time is almost out. Come on, guys. 2 more minutes. Oh shit! Come on, get that distraction on there.
조금만 한방 넘으시는 낙하
Okay, okay. Come on, 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes before rescue. Oh no! Hold on 1 second. Is it oh, it is doing that. Okay, okay, okay. Oh man, it's getting close. Oh man, this is getting close. Come on, we got about almost a minute. Almost a minute. Damn, 21,000. This is getting crazy. Come on, 1 minute left. 1 minute left before rescue. Come on, come on, come on. You guys got this. Come on. Almost there, almost there. Come on, come on. 30 seconds. 30 seconds left.
목격자가 없습니다.
Oh man, this is getting crazy. Come on, 10 seconds left. Come on, come on. Sail units damaged. Let's go. 24,500.
이걸로 오늘치 봉사 시간은 채웠구려.
The wipeout high score. Nice, nice. Reward points 450, the full points. Nice. Look at the battles. Let's see the battle statistics on that. Oh, look, it has Yumina silhouette right here. That was the boss though? Because I don't remember seeing her. Is it because we didn't reach the 25,000 mark or something? That this boss didn't show up? Seo Yoon did a lot of damage right there. Look at that. Almost 19 million damage. Queen did 10 million. And Seo Yoon's telekinetic guns did 8 million. Seal did 5 million. And then Hayami, as expected, did about 1.5 million. That's expected because she is a tank, but it's good. Wow. Wow, that I have never done something like that before, where I've beaten it first try with no buff rewards. Like the enhancement points, without using that. That's pretty cool. There's no more? We can't do any more? Alright. Wow. We were working at a disadvantage too, guys. You saw the disadvantage that we were working with on that. Normally, that was like 15 seconds every deployment. So every time you deploy the unit, it's 15 seconds that they can't use their skills. Something like that. And you saw that they almost got wiped out when they were pushing us back with that. When we ran across the snipers and the rangers, they almost wiped us out completely because of that. As you can see right here, right? The season stuff. See, I haven't purchased not a single one. Not a single one. I wasn't even sure if you could even get through this without having to do like one, a few of the, without spending a few of the points on there. But it looks like we got that. It looks like you can do it without that. Hayami is the GOAT for this season. Hayami, Seo Yoon, Awaken Seo Yoon, especially Seal, because I was learning that from the last time we did this with Seal. Seal was crushing it, and so we had Seal again, and we started going hard on this. She was really doing good on that, and then Queen finally with the finishing touches on there. But that was petty of them when they put the mech at the front of the ship. Like, yo, that could be an easy wipe right there for them on that. They could easily wipe your whole crew out. But it looks like we got all the points and we got the title right there. Season 2 Expedition Conqueror. Let's go. First try, guys. Nice. We got pretty lucky. I think we got really lucky on this because we had some really bad disadvantage of artifacts. Like, yeah, the trade-off may be good, but I don't like getting double-edged sword type of artifacts, especially the one where they were making my, I think what my strikers lose 5% HP every second, but in exchange they give us 100% more defense. I don't know about that. I mean, but by the looks of it, it looks like it was really helpful though. So you be the judge of that, you know. But yeah, I probably should have checked the season list too, because if we could have just been spending all those points, you know, all the rerolls trying to get Queen, and Queen wasn't even in the roster, could have never been in the roster because I didn't think to check that. But got the available ships, and these were the operators that's here so far. But man, they had a lot of pretty good awakens. Really tempting. But yeah, that was great. This might have been the fastest video ever that I've ever done when doing the Great Expedition one. This is definitely the fastest, no doubt. So, but yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope that gives you guys some type of ideas on what artifacts to avoid. You know, hopefully you guys don't get unlucky like I did. But at the same time, I guess you could say I did get lucky as well. I had it's like a double-edged sword right there, but it was, I guess you could say it was a great circumstances right there. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it. Also too, I do play other games on the channel, so you can feel free to check that out on the playlist section. And I do have a music channel as well, and you can feel free to check that out. I'll have all the links in the description below. And I do have a gaming shorts channel as well. That one's pretty cool right there. I have all my recent uploads, my uploads of my shorts videos on that channel, so feel free to check that out. But yeah, I'm out of here, guys. Catch you later.